slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends
My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'm a running back. Ay. Same day, why I'm a running back. Yeah. Friday, payday, running back. Ay. Running back, running back, running back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Ready? 52. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, Clifford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
52. Watch 52. 52 is the money. I got it. Watch 52. Oh, you got deep? Get it.
Operating from the gun. Clifford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Calm. Ricky. Shift. Jim. Watch twist.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 30, the 20, 10. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5.
Here we go again. Bang, General West. Bang. Check.
Following the fumble recovery, Clifford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Corey Davis, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos 7, Chiefs nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
We own them. We own them. Hey, 15.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
You got tape. You got tape. You got tape.
On 3rd down, McFarland. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
51. Watch the slant. 51, Mike. Attack. He's time to move.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
All day, punk. Mike 51.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Army. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, Ripley. Back to you. I'm going back to you. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I hope you brought your rest because I'm about to take you to school. Tighten up. 50, yellow. 43. Check 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hey, Ripley.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
All day, baby. All day. Check three.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Under 10. 10. Attack.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Do it.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Give me that ball. Defense.
2nd and 13. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call.
Wahoo!
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Set the turn, defense, let's go.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he fields it cleanly. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
1st and 10 at the
Yellow.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
From the 44, Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Mike 51. Mike 51. So don't say nothing. Hey, 15. 51. Mike 51. Watch the pass. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Check 31. Check 57.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
We want it. Come in my world. Take it. Take it. Hey, Ripley.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Check Mike. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. What's that? 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Danny. Hero 15.
Second down and goal. Mahomes flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
All day. Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Got one. 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford uncorks one for Davis. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Echo. Check that. We're Mike 52 right here. 52. Okay, double up. Now.
From the gun, Clifford. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
It's Kelsey on the ground.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, Great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I'm trying to collect. Mike 51, Mike 51. Correct. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. That one covers 29 yards, first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
All day, defense, all day, all day. No, 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 off, off, off.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Don't let it free. Play that time deep. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. He finds the mic. Come on, D.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Sam off.
Operating from the gun. Clifford airing it out for Hamilton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let go. Let's go. 18 Gator. 52 the mic. Not today, you are. Not today. Come. 52. I got you. Go.
Off the play fake. Clifford. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Yellow, fire! Check 45's the mic. We ain't giving up nothing today. Kill. Easy. 45, team spell. 45. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 52. He's crazy. He's checking.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Loss of 1 makes it 3rd and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, 57 colors. Check Mike 45. I got it.
Now Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
At the 26-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Clifford. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 46-yard line.
You must be dreaming. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. Rush coming, and he's taken down. I don't care if you're taken in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
At the 43-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Clifford. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
On 1st down, Clifford This one caught by Davis. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A throw taken in by Hamilton, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Hey, let's get in there home.
Hey, Charlie.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Look at me. Zipper.
56 to Mike.
Get it.
Check 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Let's go.
He's checking.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike's 56. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Looking to throw. Clifford to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here I come.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
You don't see me in your Leo.
You don't see me in your nightmare. Joker.
Hey, Alpha.
52 is the mic right here.
Shoot.
On 4th down, Clifford. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. The Broncos say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Go.
On 1st and 10, Clifford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
go. 30 base.
6, right there, 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on first down. Clifford. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
Jello.
Check safety. Check safety.
15. Yellow.
On first down, Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 22.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check, 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 check.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Clifford. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Operating from the gun, Clifford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off play action, Clifford. Now and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford, he's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Kansas City, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2.